Hi booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. As you may know, I am on a quest to catch up on tags. I was tagged so many times in the last month or more, and I think this is the oldest tag that I have not done yet. So I just really wanted to do it. So this is the Hold My Place tag, which is all about bookmarks, which I think is really fun. It was created by Heather Reeds and Books Off the Beaten Path, and I was tagged by Curious Cat, so please check out her channel. I will link to all those channels down below as well as their version of this tag. But I would love to hear from you in the comments section, answers to these questions, or if I don't tag you and you want to do this tag, please go for it. So, question 1, do you know how many bookmarks you own? Absolutely not. In part because some of them are probably still in, like, we've probably lost, not lost, but like they're in a book somewhere, and one day we're gonna find them. This is a little magnetic box that we have in the library, and this is what we keep all of the bookmarks in. So we have a lot, okay, a lot of bookmarks. Question 2, which of your bookmarks do you like using most and why? So again, both Jason and I, we feel like the bookmark should match the season or our mood or the book itself. And so you have to have a bookmark for that. You have to. So yeah, so that's in part why we have so many, right? But we love them. We take incredible pleasure in the bookmarks that we have, and yeah, we have some really special bookmarks. Okay. If you can, show off a bookmark which is an example of, okay, and then there's a whole bunch of like different categories. So A, received as a gift, and I'm going to show you multiple ones. So here's one from Turkey. I didn't get this from Berna at Berna's Bookish Adventures, but a friend I know who lived in Turkey for maybe 6 months to a year and sent this to me. So I have that. I also have some handmade bookmarks. These are made out of cloth. Get the little cat. This is a Shakespeare bookmark, and on the back, this is another, like a little laminated one with cats on it, and that's sweet. And then most recently, I got these incredible Alice in Wonderland bookmarks, and I love them so much. This one I've never used because I'm like afraid to take it out of the package. It's so beautiful. It is from China. And like, look at that. I hope you can see it. Look at that like intricate knot there. I just think this is such a beautiful bookmark. And I kind of feel like I need to use it in a book about China or a Chinese author or something like that. But yeah, so I haven't taken it out of the packaging because I just think it's so gorgeous. Something not meant to be used as a bookmark that you have used. So like envelopes, get thrown in books, Kleenex, receipts, slips from the library, just random scraps of paper. So yeah, sometimes if I'm just starting a book, I'm like, okay, I'm on page 10 and I don't even put one in. But I do, like, eventually at a certain point in the book, I have to come down to the library and pick bookmarks for the books I'm reading. C, a bookmark advertising a bookstore. So I have several. This is from Shakespeare and Company, the Missoula version. And they always had like different book themes. So yeah, we have several from that particular bookstore. It was a great independent bookstore. This bookstore also no longer exists. It was in Laramie, Wyoming. This is Chickering Bookstore, and I have such fond memories of Chickering Bookstore. I went there many times with my grandmother. My grandmother would always buy me whatever I wanted, but then she would also grab books and hold them up and say, "Have you read this?" And I'd be like, "No." And she'd add it to the pile. She spent a lot of money in Chickering books, but it had a cat, and the cat was often like sleeping in the window, and it was just a really, really wonderful independent bookstore. And this is from a bookstore in Montreal that Jason and I went to when we visited Montreal. Bookmark using magnets. So I've already showed you my Alice in Wonderland one. Then you can see we have a couple coffee ones. There's more coffee ones, but I don't know where they are. So again, an example of things that are a little bit lost. There's a winter scene up there, and again, there's more winter ones. I just don't know where they all are. Big Ben and the Eiffel Tower. These are very important. These probably get used a lot in our library. So yeah, when we're reading books. Here's another one of the winter ones, and then 3 like Christmas cookie ones, and I use those a lot in the days leading up to Christmas. Then I've got some Halloween ones. I especially love the little black cat at the top. So those are some of our magnetic bookmarks, because again, depending on what time of the year it is or what the book is, like the bookmark, we have to have something going along with it. Let's see. A bookmark with your name or initials. So I have a couple, and I don't know how easy they're going to be able to show on here, but there's a K and a star, and then here's another one that's got K and then this little heart. Question 4. Do you have any special purpose bookmarks, or do you designate certain bookmarks for certain books? Absolutely. Absolutely. Recently, I participated in the Irish Readathon. So for that, this is a homemade bookmark. And I'm not sure whether my grandmother or my mother made it, but it's a Celtic cross. So I definitely used this during the Irish Readathon, and then I also used this cheesy one that has my name on it, another name one. So I feel pretty confident that I got this bookmark in Ireland, but I've since seen it in stores in America, so you know, it's not super Irish, but anyway, and it has all this stuff about what my name means, which I find hilarious. Because I don't really feel like emotional. Her emotions are well concealed. I don't know about that one so much. So let's see some other ones. March of the Mammoths. One of you made this one. And then we also have one from our local museum, and I'm sure I think there's another one. Of course, we got the saber-toothed tiger on there as well. We have 2 Dickens bookmarks. So very, very important to have Dickens bookmarks. I've got a Jane Austen bookmark that I get out every July for Jane Austen July. And then I also have, these are for Russian literature. I spent, I don't know, maybe 3 days in St. Petersburg, and these were tickets to places I went. Those of you who can read Russian, maybe you can tell me which one is which, but I know one of them is to the Marines. Oh, I was holding that one upside down. One of them was to the Mariinsky Theater where we saw Swan Lake, and that's where it was first performed, so it's pretty special. And then finally, of course, I found this little piece of paper in a used Pulitzer that I bought when I was doing my Pulitzer project. I read all the books that have won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. And so, yeah, I held on to it, and then I just took the sleeve, the little plastic sleeve that was holding another bookmark, and put this one in there. So I use this when I am reading the new Pulitzer, which is going to be announced in May this year. All right, let's see. Question 5. Do you use anything unusual as a bookmark? I feel like I've already kind of covered that, but not anything highly unusual. So, question 6. Are there types of bookmarks you don't like? So, I do struggle with these a little bit. These ones that have like a metal thing on one side and, you know, my initial on the other. I love this bookmark, which I think Jason got for me, but I think these are probably the hardest for me to use. So this is an Alice in Wonderland bookmark, which is just in and of itself amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. But I find it hard to keep these inside the book itself. So that's just kind of a challenge. But it's got a clock. It's got a little rabbit. There's lock, a teapot. It's just a really, really beautiful bookmark. Question 7. Are there types of bookmarks you don't own but would like to? Types of bookmarks that you would like to have more of? You know, I think I have plenty of bookmarks. So and people do send them to me, which is so nice, which is so lovely. And I cherish those, but yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I did recently buy this bookmark in memory of Alice from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf. This is one of the bookmarks that the people who do the FOMO book club and Plotters Forever, they made 4 bookmarks, one for each of them, but they also made this one for Alice. So in memory of her, and I really wanted to have this one. So the bookmark itself is very reasonably priced, but of course shipping from the UK. But it's okay. It's absolutely worth it. So I'm very happy that I have that one. Question 8. So this is going to be for some of you. If you read ebooks, are you happy or unhappy with how your e-reading device handles bookmarks? If unhappy, what would you change? So again, I do have an e-reader. I haven't used it yet. I will. I'm going to have to eventually. So one day I'll be able to answer all of those questions. But I would love to hear about the kind of bookmarks you have, a bookmark that's special to you, random things you use as bookmarks, those kinds of things. So please let me know down in the comment section. As always, if you feel like you're not quite ready to say anything, you can leave an emoji in the comment section, or you can give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already hit subscribe, I hope that you will consider that. So thank you so much for watching BookTube. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video.